Hello, my name is Claire, and I'm going to be your counselor today. What's your name?
Jen.
Jen. Thank you. Do you mind telling me your pronouns?
She, her.
Okay. Thank you so much. So today we're first going to sign this consent form. This is just to say that one, you consent to getting services, and two, this is about confidentiality and releasing your information. So anything you say here will stay here. You don't have to worry about it getting out. We are completely confidential. There's only a few exceptions, and those exceptions are if you say you want to hurt yourself or if you want to hurt other people, or if there are children involved and they might be in harm's way. Do you understand all of that? Thank you. Is it okay if you sign right here for me? Thank you so much. Okay, so Jen, what reasons do you have for coming and seeing me today?
My mom said I should try going to counseling because she said she thinks I'm having a hard time adjusting to being away from home.
Okay. So your mom recommended you try it?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Kind of nervous. I've never done anything like it before.
Okay. Is there anything specific making you nervous about being here today?
Just an unfamiliar experience.
Thank you for sharing. So first I'm gonna ask about how you might be feeling, as in like your overall health. Do you have any health concerns, medical concerns? No? Nothing you see a doctor for?
No.
Anything that you want to see a doctor for?
No.
Okay. So I know that your mom said that she feels like you aren't adjusting. Do you have any mental health concerns?
No.
No? Are you feeling anxious anytime? Stressed? Fatigued?
No.
Okay, so I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about what your day-to-day looks like.
It's mostly like classes, and then homework and studying, and when I'm not doing that, I mostly spend time with friends.
Okay. Do you mind telling me more about your friends?
They're mostly people I've met in a club on campus,
Okay.
and I feel like I have a lot in common with them, and I'm able to be myself around them.
Okay. What do you have in common with them?
We're all queer people.
Okay. Thank you for sharing with me. Do you mind telling me if you're sleeping well?
Yes.
Full 8 hours? Are you eating? Can you describe your eating habits?
They're pretty typical 3 meals a day as normal. I eat most things.
Okay, and I know that you said you go to class and you do schoolwork. How is that process? Is that something that's easy for you to do?
It depends on the class, really, but for the most part, it's easy.
Okay. Can you tell me more about why it depends on the class?
There's just some things I'm not good at. Like I'm not good at math.
Okay. And can you tell me about, so I hear that you maybe don't feel so great about math. Can you tell me about how that affects you?
I don't know. It depends really. Sometimes I like worry about failing the class or failing assignments.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
So how are you feeling like you're regulating that worry or stress?
I don't think there's any particular way I'm regulating it. It's mostly just a constant thing.
Do you feel like you would like that way that it's currently going about that worry, or do you think you'd like to change that?
I mean, it doesn't affect me that much, I don't think. So, I think at the point it's at right now, it's okay.
Do you want to tell me more about your support system?
My friend?
You can tell me about your friends, your family, anyone.
I'm most open with my friends. I'm not out to my family, and I don't have plans to right now.
Okay.
I feel like I can be myself around my friends in ways I can't with my family.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I don't know. I feel like it's just easier because they know about such a crucial part of my identity that my family doesn't know about.
Can you tell me how you feel about your family maybe not knowing?
I feel like it puts distance between us. Like we're close normally, and then I feel like it's like a pretty important thing that they don't know about, and I don't know if I want to tell them about it.
Is that inspiring any emotions in you, or?
At times.
Okay. Can you tell me those emotions?
It's like mostly being sad about it, because it's like they're people that I'm close to and they're people I care about, but I don't know how they feel about like an important part of who I am as a person.
Okay. That sounds like it weighs heavily on you. So, do you have any other relationships besides your family and your friends? Like any people you work with, any partner?
I have a girlfriend, but we haven't been dating very long. It's a pretty casual thing right now.
How do you feel about that?
It's the first relationship I've ever been in, so I'm pretty new to everything. I think that only makes me worry and feel more stressed about my relationship with my family.
Is there anything else you can tell me about that?
I don't have much else to say about it.
So you said that you had no medical concerns. your mental health. You said that you were good. So I would like to ask you if you have any strengths. Maybe things you feel that you're good at.
They're hard to put into words.
Okay. I'd say that you're pretty brave. Being out with your friends and out with your family shows a lot of resilience. Is that okay if I put it down?
Yes.
Do you think you can think of one more thing?
I think I'm a very caring person to be around.
Thank you. I think you are too. So, I know that you said that there was maybe one or two things that was causing you worry, but I was wondering if there was 3 goals that you had that you would like to work on in upcoming sessions.
Maybe talking about my worries with my family and maybe like getting myself to come out to them or prepare for the worst if it doesn't go well.
Okay, so I'm hearing that you'd like to talk about what worries you, especially revolving your family. And then I'm hearing that you'd maybe want to prepare a few best case and worst case scenarios. Anything else?
Maybe doing more with adjusting to being away from home for the first time.
Okay. Is there anything that you've noticed right now that has been an adjustment that's hard?
I feel just everything in general.
Okay. Can you explain a little bit more about everything in general?
It's such like a change in day-to-day life and schedule and the people I'm around, and it's difficult to adjust to the change of it all.
Okay. So I'm hearing that change is something that's causing a little bit of that adjustment issue. Thank you. Is there any other questions that you'd like to ask me?
No.
No? Anything that you wanted to say that you didn't get a chance to say?
No.
Well, if you do have any questions later, or if there's anything you do feel that you really need to tell me, please reach out. I'll give you my business card so that you'll have my email, and you can also access it through your My Chart. Thank you so much for coming today. Would you like any help scheduling your next appointment?
I'm good.
Thank you. Okay, it's me after the interview. So I thought that it was good. I have one of my close friends do it with me. Oh my god, it was actually a little bit dramatic coming to do this because the first person that I had asked to do it, they had agreed, but then something came up and they were no able longer to do it. So I asked my close friend Savannah, and she was like, yes, I can do it. And she's so slay, she came in clutch. I actually, at first I was very nervous for my first friend because they're a little bit more rambunctious, and I was really scared that they would be really rambunctious and I'd have a hard time keeping a straight face. So, but this was really good. She's been in an assessment or two before, so I felt like it was perfect. Very good. I felt very good going into it. I knew that my head would go blank immediately the second I turned on the camera and I started flipping through pages. I knew there would be no thoughts in my head, so I had came prepared with follow-up questions. So I feel like that was good for me. So I felt way more calm during that interview, probably because I was also interviewing one of my friends. So that was good. At first, I got so scared because I was like, OMG, we're going through the questions lightning fast, and I have no I was so scared. I was like, I'm not gonna. I just ran out of iPhone storage too, so stressful work. But yeah, at some point I was like, OMG, I'm not gonna get the. But like, I felt like the more I like dug deep and dug around, I was like, there are things going on, and maybe this client just isn't as comfortable saying what's going on at the first meeting, which, I mean, true, if I was in therapy, personally, you'd get nothing out of me in that first session. Everything's good, everything's fine, and I'd still come to the next session because things are not fine. So, slay. What else do I have to say? Oh, for me, the second there was nothing going on with daily functioning, I was very concerned because I was like, oh, she's good. She's good. But yeah, once we got to the psychosocial, like the biopsychosocial part, I was like, socially things are not going great. That's where the issue is. That's what we can work on. I need to stay there instead of trying to root around and like physical health, I guess. One thing I had noticed with the client is that even though mental health was everything's good, everything's fine, they had mentioned multiple times there was worry. And I felt like, well, I know that confrontation is one of the skills that we can use. I felt like confrontation, I purposely chose not to use confrontation in that part because I felt like it wouldn't have done any good, because she's still saying what's going on even though she's not saying it, if that makes sense. So I felt like sometimes you have to meet people where they're at. So that's why I chose to do that. And for client strengths, I really hope I didn't overstep by being like, can I tell you a strength I saw? So I guess I'll find out when this gets graded. And yeah, and then the issues that they wanted to work about, that was good. That was slay. And it was so real, it was so slay. And the family thing is so real and so slay. And yeah, that's all I can think about that was going on as I did it. I was so much more comfortable this time than any other time I've done this. So thank you.